And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to another edition of On Deck on CSR. Of course, here's truly Charles Prodigy, Richey, and of course my partner in crime here. As always, you can see him here on Saturdays. We're back on track and ready to go here in just a second. I'm talking about none other than Reese the Ruler right here. You can follow him on social media at ISVR3 with Another Boat. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Prodigy Richey at On Deck CSR. You can also follow this guy too on Facebook if you want.
Kimosabi.
At Kimosabi, thank you very much. And we're getting ready to get this stuff right now. NBA Fast Break for the opening topic. If you guys want to feel free and chime in on today's show, feel free to do so through the ChicagolandSportsRadio.com page as we're getting ready to heat things up right now. Once again, catch us every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. And we got a lot of stuff to get into for this time right now. As we look at more in particular with the NBA, we're talking about the last couple of weeks right now. I mean, you look at the overall NBA standings here and where everything stands out. And I believe the Rockets were a number 6 team heading into the bubble environment. Since coming into this environment, they have beaten teams along the way like the Bucks, the Lakers, and have really been coming out guns a-blazing so far. And right now, they are only, for the time being, only a game and a half out from the Denver Nuggets of the number 3 seed. Should the NBA playoffs were to begin today, let's just say the top 4 teams in the West take care of their duties right there. You could be seeing a Lakers-Rockets first round matchup. Riis, what has been your diagnosis watching a team like the Rockets in particular? We know LeBron James, the Lakers have struggled trying to find that third wheel aside from Kyle Kuzma and stuff to try going to help out with him and Anthony Davis, but they have been 2 and 3 coming out. Still not panicking yet. It's still playoffs coming around the corner, but what have you seen with Mike D'Antoni right now with this Rockets team is making a difference?
Well, I'll start with the Rockets. I actually was watching the Rockets, and they had one game. I think they were, I want to say Portland, but it was one game that they shouldn't have not won, and then they end up forcing overtime. Like, he didn't box out, and then the guy tipped it in. I forgot what game. The Houston Rockets are the same team that they already are. They come out with a lot of fire, play quick. The addition of Russell Westbrook, I want to say the center role is changing every day. They got Devin Booker down there guarding guys that's sometimes even a foot taller than him, and he's holding his own down there. But I think you said first round, it'll be a second round because LA is going to play the 8th seed. So, like right now, if they was to play, then they would play. They don't play the 4th seed or the 5th seed until round 2. But nevertheless, I think there's no problem with LA. What folks fail to realize with Los Angeles is that they only needed 2 wins to clinch the 1st seed. And at this rate, home field advantage is really not an advantage. Right now, just like you said, it's still searching. So as you can see, they're not playing as many big minutes because they've already secured the number 1 seed in the West. So if they was to win not another game at all, it would never change their seeding. So at this time, you can get players like LeBron James, Anthony Davis playing against teams that's still fighting for the spot, so they can get the competitiveness back into them, the actual real feel of the game. But I really don't see them playing no more than, I say, a shade over 28 minutes a game. Let's try to get these fellas that we just got in here, like the Morris brother, J.R. Smith, Dion Waiters, Kyle Kuzma, I think is shooting very, very good right now. See if he can lead a team, have him in there with some team, and just get players in there ready for that playoff rush. At this time, LA doesn't have anything to prove now in the regular season. Everything is to be proven in the playoffs. So whether they win another game or not, like I said, they're still the number 1 seed. Now, when you talk about teams like the Clippers, the Nuggets, how Memphis Grizzlies, I'm wearing their head right now, came up being 4 games on top, and now they're only a game above. Spurs making a run. We talking about Phoenix Suns in a bubble not losing a game. Devin Booker hit a game winner a few nights ago. So it's teams that's actually taking advantage of this fighting. But LA, they don't have a fight in them. You know, they're the number one seed no matter what. We've seen this in football. After you clinch the number one seed, how many times do starters play, Rich?
Yeah, I think you make a very excellent point on right there. I mean, considering the fact that, for one, it is on neutral field for everybody. I mean, neutral court. So it's really kind of distinguished to see who's got much of an advantage on there. I just feel right now what we have to pay attention to right now. Of course, the Lakers have nothing to play for, but I think right now the struggles was when happening. I mean, we've seen guys on this team as of late, I mean, coming out. I mean, Anthony Davis has a tendency every now and then, late fourth quarter games, start slowing down. And I think knowing the fact, too, that you got Rajon Rondo, who could probably still get back into this playoff spot if they're able to make it to the conference or the NBA finals, either way. But I do feel like having Avery Bradley out of the lineup, I mean, having him make his decision, which respect. It's hurting them. I mean, for right now. But I just wanted to see right now, because the thing is, I mean, you got teams that are trying to send messages along the way, and I think right now you look at this time right now where you need to start sharpening up, and I really gotta wonder if I'm Frank Vogel right now, the Lakers. I mean, like how he's gonna be viewed at. I mean, this is the guy who, I mean, ever since Magic Johnson moved on, I mean, they decided to go in a new direction with right now, and we'll see how it all unfolds. But personally, I think the Rockets are definitely, I mean, looking top notch right now. I mean, in this, and
It's just
I
like,
think those
I
be
know
some
you
key
said
guys right
send
there. And
them.
for a guy like Russell Westbrook and of course James Harden, guys who have never tasted it, you gotta believe this is their moment right now to do anything if they're if Yellow won't be a serious threat.
Like I try to say, like you just said, send a message. I feel like the Lakers are taking this like a phone call. Like, you can send me as many messages as you can. Like, you can call me and try to send me a message, but if I purposely keep sending you to a voicemail, I mean, I don't want to hear it. But let's think about that 2 and 3. We look at that 2 and 3. Those games that they won, LeBron James, AD dominate. I think LeBron James, the first one, always had like a triple double. Next game, almost had another triple double that they win. AD is going for 30, 40. We've seen them at elite levels when it's needed to be when the bubble began. After they clinched it, it's like, okay, we can go out there to show some competitiveness, but like, they don't have the same fight. Every time that the Rockets go out there, they know a loss could hurt them in standings and seeding who they play. LA know that we go out there, we have to be. They are getting playoff ready right now. Yo, let's get playoff ready. I want y'all to go out there. Of course, we're trying to win, but the only way that we're gonna have an ultimate win is chemistry, being ready, being conditioned, being fit for the playoffs. We've clinched the number one spot. We have it. That don't mean cruise. Of course, go out there and give it your all. But understand that right now, this is our key gelling periods. We're 2 and 3. We have 3 more games to play against teams that's out here every day trying to get a fight, trying to, get a spot, move from 2 to 6, because like you said earlier, spots are so thin. You can be 7 one night, and if the teams above you lose, you can be third. That same day, you can be third, and then another team win you can be back to 5th. We don't know what happened. Them teams are the ones in a fight. LA comes out there, they're playing conditioning ball. They're trying to make sure that they're in condition. AD, LeBron, find your shots. Everybody else, find your roles in this offense. Play good defense. Kuzma, I'm so glad you stopped hitting the alarm clock and woke up. He's shooting lights out right now. That's what they need. Are they going to make it to the conference finals? Of course. Come on, man. This might be an LA battle. Unfortunately for LA, which I hope it never happens for when we see them Cubs and White Sox, even though it's baseball, they won't be able to see this LA champion, in Los Angeles. It would have been huge, just imagine. But, I just think that they're playing condition ball. The Rockets have a little bit more to fight for, so of course you'll get it.
Again, if you guys want, feel free to comment on today's show. We could be reached on our social media. We will not be taking any phone calls this week, but you could definitely leave us a tweet at our Twitter page at OnDeckCSR, or you can even just join us on the live stream. You can leave some comments at ChicagolandSportsRadio.com right now as we take a look real quick in the East before we get ready to wrap up out of here right now. Still got the Bucks right now, who seems like they're going to be taken care of. I think the Raptors for right now seems
Stunning,
like
bro.
yeah, exactly. I mean, even like without Kawhi Leonard. And plus, we do got an update too, by the way, for tonight's Clippers game, which was retweeted by Brian Windhorst, who can be followed on Twitter at Windhorst ESPN. Kawhi Leonard, who has left knee soreness, will not play today versus Portland. Obviously, he's getting his load management right now, but what do you think right now with the East from the Raptors, Celtics right now, even possibly the Heat challenging probably like the Bucks in that conference? Who do you like in the top four real quick?
So becoming in the beginning of the season, I thought Toronto would make the playoffs, but I did not think that they would have the impact that they're having right now. I might want to say winning a championship, and now they have a championship mindset has put them into that. And the fact that they were actually a pretty good team without Kawhi, because, you know, like you said, low management games, he don't play. I think they only lost like 2 or 3 games last year when he did not play. And he had like a 20-something game stint when he didn't play. So definitely, I want to say kudos to Toronto. They're playing. They actually, you know what I'm saying, beat LA and things like that they're in chemistry. Kyle Lowry is 6 points up from last year, of course, with no, Kawhi. But I believe they learned how to be a team and understand that team ball wins it. I think in the beginning it was kind of like Mark DeRozan and things like that. Jimmy Butler in the Heat, I think they're gonna give him some more competition. So I would say that I got Heat Bucks in the conference finals.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. You hear that music? We're getting ready to hear our first commercial break on the show right now. Coming up next, we'll switch things over. We'll do a little hockey right now. Congratulations. Here come the Hawks right now. They're in the round of 16 right now as they finish their Stanley Cup qualifier last night against eliminating a favored Edmonton Oilers team. There have been a few other favorites knocked out, but you'll hear our thoughts when we get back. I'm Charles, it's Riis the Ruler. Listen to On Deck and watching us on CSR.
What time is it? Game time!